Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com, how to make a carved wood ghost Halloween decoration. Now these ghost decorations can be made in a variety of different shapes and sizes. They can be designed to be hung on the wall, or in this case, we're going to hang them on the front door as a door decoration. I basically made a ghost for one door and a Frankenstein for the other door. The ghost is by far the easier Halloween decoration to make. It's a very, very simple do-it-yourself project. All right, anyway, start with 1-inch pine. I pick it up at the local Home Depot. The width is going to be determined by the size of the ghost that you want. You can just draw the ghost onto the wood, or if you'd like, you can go on the internet and download a design, try to copy a ghost drawing that you like. However you want to get the drawing onto the piece of pine, then just use a jigsaw to cut out the outside shape. It's a very simple and very quick process. But we did want to make it a little bit more detailed than just cutting out the outside shape. We wanted to give it a little bit of dimension. So after the outside shape is cut out with the jigsaw, I used an angle grinder with a flap sanding wheel. This is actually an aggressive wheel. I think it was a 36 that I had. Probably a better wheel to use would be about an 80. And I'm going to use this angle grinder with this flap sanding wheel in order to smooth out all of the edges and also start to carve down and round over each of the corners so that the ghost doesn't have any sharp edges. If you don't have an angle grinder, you could do this with a sander, with an oscillating sander. But the angle grinder and the flap sanding wheel really make quick work out of it. I'm also going to add a little highlight at the base of the arms going into the head, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the head of the ghost. I'm going to kind of round over all of the edges. I'm going to do the rough work with the angle grinder, and then I'm going to go back with an oscillating sander just to kind of smooth over everything and sand it down nicely in preparation of paint. Alright, so after I'm done with the angle grinder, again I went on to an oscillating sander. I did sand the entire piece with an 80 grit paper, and that goes very, very quickly. And then I did throw on a piece of 220 grit just to smooth it out. You probably don't need the 220 if you're going to paint the piece, but if you wanted to stain it with like a natural colored stain, which would look pretty nice also, then I think it's kind of important to get it really smooth with that 220. In either case, all that's left now is to cut out the mouth and the eyes. I just drilled a few holes through, and then I used the jigsaw to cut out each one of the openings. And then, although I'm not showing it, after I cut out these openings, I did run over the piece very quickly with the oscillating sander one more time, just to get rid of the edges cut by the jigsaw, or the edges left by the jigsaw. And after you do that final sanding, the piece is ready for either stain or for paint. In this case, I'm going to use a good quality exterior paint. I'm just painting it white. Very simple. I did spray it after this was completely dry. I did spray it with a clear lacquer. I just think that it holds up better being outdoors in the weather. And that's it. A very simple do-it-yourself Halloween project. It's a carved wood ghost. I put a little hole in the back and I hung it on a hook on my door. Wife and kids seem to like it pretty nicely. Here's another look at both doors, one side with the ghost, one side with the Frankenstein face. I did another video on the Frankenstein face. That was a little bit more detailed of a project. Please check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com. Be sure to check out our other how-to videos. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel.